a sudden, I found myself in love with the world. So there was only one thing that I could do, was ding-a-ding-dang, my dang-along-ling-long.
I just wanted to get your opinion on this before we close out, Chris.
Nice having you on, Chris.
Yeah.
What was the stupid news one that we were talking about? Oh, we were talking about I wanted to ask him about the 3 Square thing. Go ahead, Kirk.
Oh, 3 Square. All right.
Tell him what that's about.
Oh, all right. So we've got a company, 250 people. About 3 or 4 years ago, everybody got implanted with RFID, the little rice-shaped chips. And they actually, about 50 of them, they got it. They love it. They think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now the company of 250 has about 80 people. And they're doing a story on it out of the MIT News, which is, MIT, a bunch of eggheads, technology folks. And they're kind of saying, hey, RFID chips are great for people. Look at this. We can log into our computer. We can enter a building. We can
Make
purchase
purchases on site.
Wand it right over the old credit card scanner, and here I go. I got my latte with soy. How great is that? Give me convenience or give me death. I mean, I'm not judging, but that sounds pretty cool.
Well,
so we were on.
I'm not sure I'm not sure if I understand the concept.
Okay, so they basically stick a chip in between your thumb and your forefinger. You know, that little flappy piece in between.
Oh,
That gets flappier as you get older.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I got a lot of flappy places nowadays.
You're flapping all over the place.
I don't know. That might be. I mean, me personally, but look at my age. I'm 50. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm. I don't know if. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
No. It's interesting that you. I think it's interesting that you mentioned the age because.
Yeah.
We said that generationally, that it's not something. We went around the room. There's 4 people here in this room. We all said no, that we wouldn't do it. But that the idea is maybe to incorporate those types of technologies into society over the course of maybe even 10, 15, 20, 100 years, right? Where it's everyday norm. Like you're born.
Yeah.
You get circumcised and you get an RFID chip stuck in you.
It's what it is socially acceptable.
Right.
It seems like it's in line with the way that things are progressing, that it seems like a natural step, but for me, probably not, unless that's unless all of a sudden, I'm going to live to be 110 years old, and that's the only way I can, in other words, people who even people who don't, eventually everybody succumbed to the idea of using debit cards as opposed to using a checkbook at the grocery store.
Oh, let me give you an example on top of that. Okay, so now over the last couple of years, we've been trained to use our debit cards in a different capacity than we were before. Does it have a chip or it doesn't have a chip? Right. How long did it?
No one carries cash or a checkbook anymore.
Right. It took me. I'll give it in the 6-minute warning. I'll tell you again. If I want to talk for 6 hours, I'm going to talk for 6 hours.
No.
You just may not be here anymore.
Sweet.
Got it. I'll come in
No.
and check on you.
No, we're cutting them off.
Just swipe the debit card, swipe the RFID, and we're going to keep rolling.
All right. So, Chris, would you as a parent? We don't discuss details of our
Chip your
families.
daughter?
Would you chip your daughter?
Or son. Whatever you...
No, not
He's okay.
Not today.
We'll figure it out.
Not today. Definitely not.
Your cat? Your
Definitely
dog?
Not today.
I'll,
Your wife?
I'll chip my dog. Would you chip your wife?
Livestock?
You should chip your wife.
No, I don't.
She's
It just
listening.
doesn't. It seems like it seems like. Are we still talking about the rice thing in between that flap between your 2 fingers?
Yep.
Okay.
Chipping.
To me, that just seems like too.
Invasive.
Well, and it's almost like it's like we're quantum leaping to the future. I don't know. It just doesn't seem natural. Like it, and not even in like in a natural progression. It seems like it's just out of. It seems like it might be one of those things that seems like it makes sense, but then something else is going to come along that's going to make more sense, but now it's too late because you already got this thing in your hand, unless they can just easily remove it.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah,
In other words, it seems like it might be premature.
Yeah, they can take they can take it out. But I was saying earlier that I could see if you're maybe an older person and you wanted it for health monitoring purposes or
for health benefits. Sure.
Yeah, but let it roll through your GI tract and let it roll out too. I don't want that thing stuck in me all the time.
Well, it's not going to come out like a pebble through your urethra, like you drank too much coffee.
Yeah, the idea is it goes
like you
in
have to
and it
pee
stays
it
there.
out. You don't have to pee out your rice RFID.
Hey, as long as
If that was the only way
my
to get
heart,
it,
I don't give a shit.
If that was the only way to get it out, that would be horrible. They tell you that after you put it in, it has to come out like it has to. Oh, this removes itself like a kidney stone.
No. Oh no.
And it's got
We're good.
sharp little serrated
I'll die.
edges on it.
Thank you.
Or you could take it out.
You ever had one?
What?
A kidney stone?
No, but I have had a catheter.
Oh yeah, I've had a couple of those, but I've had a couple of kidney stones. Had a friend of mine, about 15 years down the road.
Drink water, man.
I drink the shit out of water, but hey, who knows? Anyway, so I had a friend of mine that actually he goes, hey, I got this pain. He described the pain to me. I said, oh, that's a kidney stone. He's like, no. I'm like, go to the doctor. He'll check it out. Sure enough, he had a kidney stone. The only way you can identify the pain is if you've had it.
What, the absolute burning sensation?
No, it's not like a burning thing. It's not like,
I've never had one, so.
It's like this. The only thing I can compare it to, and people have talked about it, it's like giving birth, but not.
To a pea.
Because it's that painful.
To a pea size.
There's only like one drug that can take that edge off. Oh man, I sat for 4 hours in an emergency room and they didn't give me the drug. And then some lady walks by. I go, hey, by the way, could somebody give me the drugs? And she's like, oh, they didn't give it to you? I'm like, no.
No, I had a catheter once. That's not something I ever want to do again.
Oh,
ever.
No.
We're not built to have things going in the opposite direction.
Well, you know how to get rid of a kidney stone?
How?
Well, you could break it up with
Same
sound.
way. You're going through that route, and you're going all the way up, and then you're going into that spot right between the kidney and the bladder, and they're going to take a little machine, they're going to go up there and jam it around. Yeah.
What are you, in the 1880s? There's different ways. There's different ways to handle it.
It was 1990s.
Yeah. All right, well, 1880s, same thing. All right, so you can break it up now.
I went to the barber. He put leeches on me and shit.
You ever had a kidney stone, Chris?
No, not at all. But
He doesn't drink coffee.
You will,
maybe it's
you will now.
maybe it's something. Well, that's
Don't
what I'm
say
thinking.
that.
I'm thinking maybe I'm at the right age.
Yeah, just drink lots of water. All right, Chris, we
Stay
appreciate
hydrated.
Yeah, we appreciate you being on. We'll call you next week.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
Bye.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Oh,
Jessica's got all kinds of
You're going to need to edit that out.
Was that the Kraken?
No, I went to go hang up on him and played a sound effect.
all good.
All right, Jessica, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
This is a stupid question of the week.
You'd be surprised how many dumb questions I get every week. But shoot.
Then I'll ask you a smart question. Would you prefer?
Oh boy, here we go.
This is going to be two things I would never want. So I
No,
have to choose one.
You have to.
You have to pick.
Everybody's got to
Okay.
answer it. It's not like I don't want to do it. Here you go, answer it. All right. Would you?
Kidney stone or
There we go. Just
Literally anything else.
No, this is for all of us, so this is not a female thing. Would you rather have to run around this office naked for about 10 minutes? Or have a kidney stone for the next 4 hours?
I'll run around naked for sure. Kidney stones are horrific. I have them. They're really painful.
Okay, so you're going naked.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go for the kidney stone because I know Toradol is going to fix the problem. As soon as they give me Toradol, my life is good.
Oh, he just wants the drug.
I'm a drug requester. That's actually it. I actually know the drug
That's
by
drug
name.
seeking behavior, sir.
Yes, sir. I don't know if you could be here.
Shit.
All right. I'm going
to have to go back to Betty Ford again.
What's your answer?
Mine?
Yeah.
Naked.
You go naked.
Yeah, I'll go naked.
Is that like pre-body hair trimming or post
general.
like winter 6 months body hair?
No, you got
Can I prep for this?
you gotta- no, you gotta-
Do I look like Bigfoot or do I look like,
you got to walk out of this
Go
room as
naked.
is.
Oh, I'm good.
I'm gonna go with the kidney stone.
I'm either or. Flip a coin.
What if we let
My
you
wife
wear
would not approve, though.
your vest nipple outfit?
Would
Your
that-
Chinese
Why
2X.
Would that
is
look, would that look
Korean.
slightly even more ridiculous? Yeah, nobody wants to see this. I'll go to the hospital. I'll tell them to give me something.
Hey, I pay enough for my health insurance. There's going to be a sponge bath in there somewhere, right?
Something's got to happen.
Bathe me.
Speaking of which, watch that. I'm not promoting it, but I guess I kind of am personally. Watch Affliction
Afflicted.
on Afflicted.
Afflicted.
Afflicted on
Netflix.
Netflix. People who have different ailments that they may or may not have.
yeah.
You determine. All right, it was good time this week. Appreciate it, Kirk. As
Thanks
always.
for having me.
All right.
Always good to be back.
Have a good one.
Take care.